So my name is David. I'm here to tell you about Jenni AI and how you can write high quality SEO content in minutes, not weeks. This is Aaron. He runs Reloaded Marketing. He has to write dozens of articles a week, and he's an in-house team of writers. He wants to rank #1 on Google for how to build a pitch deck, but it could easily take 20 hours of research, writing, and editing with no guarantee of ranking at all. And without results, he could lose clients or maybe even go out of business. That's what we made Jenni. Jenni helps research, write, and improve your articles. Here's how it works. First, you put in your target search query. In this case, it's how to build a pitch deck. When someone Googles that, we want to be that first article that they see. Jenni then actually goes to Google and researches for you. What are these top rating articles talking about? What are the topics being discussed? How long are these articles? What are the headings looking like? And from that, she generates an outline, kind of like this outline. And you could say, oh, the importance of a pitch deck. I like that title. Jenni, why don't you write that out for me? And she will. But it doesn't stop there. You could say, oh, I like that question. What is the purpose of a pitch deck? I think readers will really want to know about that. Jenni, why don't you write that for me as well? And she'll give you 100% plagiarism-free content that's written much like how a human writer would write, based upon research of what's currently doing well on Google. In 1 hour, Aaron was able to create rich SEO optimized content and bring a little bit of that magic back to writing. In his own words, pure happiness with the tool. But it's not just Aaron. We currently have 50 total customers, most of them being marketing agencies. We have one plan, a $99 a month plan that comes with 30 documents, unlimited generations, and for some, pure happiness. Here's our milestone attractions. We have an upward trend in MRR, and our rate of new customers coming in increases each month. Our competitors are twofold. On the left, we have article generators like Conversion AI, Shortly, even places like Article Forge, where you can get an entire AI generated article in one click. Although the quality leaves a little to be desired, and it doesn't really sound like a human writer. On the other side, we have expert human writers. These people are well researched. They're SEO optimized. They give so much value that they're naturally going to rank well on Google because they hit that search intent of what these searchers are looking for on Google. Jenni, we want to be the best of both worlds. We want to augment writers with these generative tools so they can write faster. But more importantly, we want to augment them with context, outlines, data, statistics, so that while they can write faster, more importantly, they will actually get results and they'll do well on search engines like Google. Here's our roadmap. We're currently at 30K ARR. By late 2021, we want to hit 120K ARR. And by early 2024, we want to hit 100 million ARR by expanding to other languages and actually disrupting SEO marketing agencies. Every small and medium-sized business should just have one small or one platform where they can go and they can get organic traffic from Google without those exorbitant monthly retainers for these agencies to just create articles and then be found by these searchers. Here's the team. I actually ran an SEO content marketing agency. I delivered just under 1 million words to digital marketing agencies all around the world. I felt this pain point myself. And of course, my co-founder, who's responsible for all the cool AI and product-driven stuff that you saw on this pitch. So that's me. That's Jenni AI. Thank you so much for listening. I'm excited to answer any questions.
All right. Well done, David. Katie, you're up next, please. Question for David.
Great job, David. Is it just the two of you? I'm curious about your technical founder and how the experience of your eng team, if you're doing it in-house and exploring externally. And also, as you think about internationalization and localization, what are the requirements that you'll need to be able to scale that?
All right. Thank you, Katie. Laurel.
This is a scary future. So yeah, being a former journalist, this kind of thing just makes me wonder, can we trust the results? How many mistakes are made? How are you iterating on the product quickly in order to avoid mistakes? So those are my questions.
All right, thanks, Laurel. Rob.
Yeah, so I'm curious, when I've looked at a lot of these like generative NLP companies, and the thing that I always worry about is, because training these models is outside of the hands of a lot of average people, that as OpenAI and groups like that train bigger and bigger models, this is going to become a business with not a lot of defensibility. So I'm curious how you think about building in some defensibility long term, given that the generative NLP may, or I mean, you could argue that it is, right? But if it's not, where do you build defensibility somewhere else?
All right, thanks, Rob. Zach.
Yeah, I'd piggyback off Rob. I think, GPT-3 and other technologies are going to commoditize this. I think table stakes will be generative content for sort of creative and SEO optimization. So I would wonder if you can go deeper with customers. Does that mean, human in the loop so they can get like fractional shares of content writers? Does that mean generative ad content? So text and image ads for their sort of Google advertising or other advertising platforms, or is there a depth with each customer that you could consider?
All right, great questions. We'll grab one from the syndicate. Gordon's asking, how did you decide the pricing model for the 99 per month unlimited use, since most customers are agencies? All right, that's a lot, but do your best in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
David.
I'll try to go through all the questions. So Katie, in terms of the team, it's not the two of us. We also have 2 front-end engineers and 1 marketing specialist. We're all working full-time. In terms of internationalization, that's definitely something that's always been on our radar. I'm actually in Korea working on partnerships with large companies here. Right now, our model can only generate in English. So I'm looking to partner with companies like Naver that actually have models that work in Korean so that we can work here in Korea and then eventually all over the world. Laurel, can we trust the results? This is a critical question. I am one of many of GPT-3's brain children. And the fact is that we can't trust these results. This AI generated content, there can be hallucinations. And we need to really ensure that there's a human driving these articles. And that's why on Jenni, at every step of the way, we want to make sure that there's context. For example, if there's a generated text, we show you this topic. Here's what your competitors are saying on Google, which allows you to fact check what you're saying and not just post something, and then even if it's incorrect, just hope that you're going to rank. And of course, it doesn't just help with facts. You can also say, oh, I like how my competitor framed this question. And you can get some inspiration. You can say, oh, they seem to write in a dire way. I'm gonna follow that tone a little more. Rob, how are we defensible? Yeah, I mean, GPT-3 is only, to be honest, we only use GPT-3 for one aspect of Jenni. We're also partnered with AI21. We use something called GPT Jurassic. We've also deployed our own gargantuan GPT. We have 7 to 8 models altogether that help with statistics classification, actually analyzing text from Google. And really defensibility comes for us, at least, design and data. Each time somebody uses Jenni, they're making decisions, they're choosing headings, they're finding questions that they like. Through this, we can continue to make this experience better for our users. Can we go deeper with customers? Do we just do SEO? Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. Eventually, Jenni's not going to just live on the domain Jenni AI. We're going to have a Google Chrome extension, and you can call Jenni on Notion, on Google Docs. You can have her help you with any type of document and give you context, outlines, and make it so you are actually saving 50 to 80% of time and just doing the high level analysis. And Gordon, I would love to get your question, but I ran out of time. So I'll answer that in the chat. Thank you, everybody.